Hey everyone, it's Alex from Park Ave BMW, and today we're going to be going into the navigation sidebar menu. We're going to check out what some of those different functions are, what we can do in there, how to set different display settings on your maps, and so on and so forth. So let's go check it out. Alright, so we're in the main menu of iDrive here, and we're going to scroll down and click on navigation. That will bring us into our main menu for nav. We're going to click on map here. So here's that sidebar menu we're talking about. Now, in one of our last videos on nav, we touched on entering an address, which is this top flag up here. It's called guidance. The voice instructions, this is how you turn off the voice guidance. When you uncheck it or check it, we talked about adjusting that volume there when she's speaking. If we come down when we have routes, in routes we have route preferences where we can set fast, eco, pro, short, as well as dynamic guidance and online alternative routes, which is what reroutes you automatically based on traffic information. Now there's other settings in here that you can avoid, and just different preferences you want to set for your routes. If we come back, shift over to the left again, we have points of interest. Now there's a few ways we can go about this. There's an online search using Google, there's a keyword search, and a category search. Now with the online search, since it's using Google, you have to think of it as if you're on your computer searching something and you're going to get your top hit. So even though you may think it may be near you or something like that, it may give you a location that is nowhere near you. It's just based off that top hit. So we really recommend using either the keyword search or the category search. So you can use it in your current location, along your route, at your destination where you're going to. For this example, we're going to use our current location, and I'll look up a Starbucks. So let me fill this out here. And we see that list narrowing down, and if we shift over to the right, there's a Starbucks 0.6 miles from us. So fairly intuitive to use the keyword search. And if we hop back over, we'll quick jump into the category search. This one's a little bit more broad in a sense that you can just search based on different categories here. If we search car, we can look for a service center, a car wash, parking, things like that. Once again, this one's fairly easy. So that's why we recommend using these two points of interest searching as opposed to the online search. We shift over to the left, we have our traffic info next. So we have a traffic listing that we can pull up that will give us traffic information in our area within a massive radius. So anything that's going on within a 500-mile radius, it's going to give us. Now if we shift back over, back into traffic info, we have a traffic information gray map. So this will grayscale the map. If I zoom in here, because we're a little zoomed out, it just grayscales the map as opposed to having color to it like that. Now it's a little bit difficult to tell because we are in the night mode, but you can see it's changing there. Now there's also traffic flow, which is our traffic colors, which go from green, yellow, orange to red. That's that setting there for that. We have traffic icons and just receiving that traffic information. So we always want to make sure these are checked off. So we're pulling all that proper information. Next is the interactive map. Now in here, we can use the touchpad to glide around and go to different areas. And if we want, let's hop over to this gas station actually. Oops. And if we click on it, we can actually get, an address and go to there. As long as that information is there, or you can set it to a street and go there. You simply exit out of the interactive map. The last one we have is our map views and map content. Now map views are three different settings that we can change for viewing the map. Fairly simple there. And then last but not least, the map content. So in here, we can display those points of interest like the gas station. So if I uncheck that, you're going to notice they disappear. Weather information, which if we zoom out to a 5-mile view, it'll give us a little weather icon. Satellite imaging, so if you back out to a 1-mile radius, it'll show us little satellite images. 3D images and perspective view, so let's say you are in a city. We can see city buildings and their story levels. Very detailed imaging. Oops, backed out. And then an additional setting. So here in additional settings, we can change the map colors. We can have it in automatic for day or night mode, or you can have it set to night mode all the time if you choose. And then this display points of interest, that's what was getting our gas stations to show up. So if I click into here, if we click into car, which is checked off already, we see service and fuel stations are checked off. You can check off parking, which is really nice to do if you're going into the city. You can see all the parking garages that are around you, car washes. There's multiple options you can do within these categories, but you want to be careful not to overdo it, because then you'll be having a lot of points of interest displayed over your map, which can clutter it up. So we recommend limiting it, not going too crazy on this, but you can see how in depth it can go and what you can add to these maps. So that's pretty much a basic overview here of this sidebar menu and navigation. It can become fairly useful, especially when traveling with the vehicle, using points of interest and the displayed points of interest. You always want to make sure that traffic information is on, so you're receiving it and seeing all the traffic lines, which update every 3 minutes. And that is pretty much it. So that's a basic overview of that sidebar menu and navigation. You know, it's really intuitive, like I said, and we hope you learn how to use that and get comfortable using it, because it can be a very powerful tool when traveling for the vehicle, or you know, whenever you're using the navigation system, even in the area that you know. So please subscribe to our YouTube page. Be on the lookout for more videos. We're going to keep going into iDrive just to help you guys out. You know, if you ever have questions and you can't come down, you can just log on to YouTube and check that out. Once again, Park Ave BMW, Rochelle Park, New Jersey. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you soon.